for University of Georgia basketball.
Dogs play here. It is going to happen here in Georgia. He's good. He muscled it in through two tech defenders. I'm committed to helping you make that happen. Good on that. My goodness. Blue Cane strokes it from the right corner. Go Dogs. Showtime. Oh, yeah. Got the bounce off the rim and the class that it falls through. Georgia will win it. How about them Dogs? Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Dogs basketball. Georgia basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, alongside Chuck Dowdle, let's go courtside and join the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're at Mizzou Arena getting ready for the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. And here are your starting lineups. Fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. For the Georgia Bulldogs, ranked number 21 in the nation in the top 25 this week. A record of 15-3, 3-2 in the SEC. Mike White will go with this much familiar starting five, at least this season. Jordan Ross at one guard spot, a 6'3 junior from Pleasant Grove, Utah. Blue Cane, a 6'5 junior guard from Knoxville, Tennessee. Jeremiah Wilkinson, a 6'4 sophomore guard from Powder Springs, Georgia. Cannon Catchings, 6'9 sophomore forward from Brownsburg, Indiana. And Samto Surreal, 6'11 sophomore center from Nigeria. Mizzou comes in with a record of 13-5. They're unranked this week. They are 3-2 in the SEC. Dennis Gates, their head coach in his fourth season here in Columbia. His starting five tonight features guard Anthony Robinson, a 6'3 junior from Tallahassee, Florida, and Jaden Stone, a 6'4 graduate transfer guard from Perth, Australia. His bigs tonight, Mark Mitchell, one of the best in the league, 6'9 senior from Kansas City, Kansas, a transfer from Duke a couple of seasons ago, along with Jacob Cruz, a 6'8 graduate transfer from Hilliard, Florida, and Sean Phillips is in the middle, the 7-foot senior center from Dayton, Ohio. Those are your lineups. Dogs and Tigers on the way, as well as our keys to the game with Chuck Dowdle. That's coming up next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Starting lineups have been announced here in Mizzou Arena. Pretty good crowd on hand. It's not full, but it is, it's a late game on a Tuesday night, and the turnout is pretty good, especially in the frigid weather that we've had here in Missouri the last day or so. Hey, let's get to our keys to the game, driven by Ford F-150. Check out the Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Check it out at your local Ford dealer today. And now here's Chuck with our keys. Chucky.
Scott, key number one is keep the heat on in this building. Okay, that's for all of us.
Yes, generator.
For the Dogs, look, first thing we need to do is be consistent with our threes early on. See if we can't loosen up their defense to allow for the convenient and easy drives for Jeremiah, for Blue, for Jordan, for Justin Bailey, because that'll really help a lot if we can shoot from outside and get inside with our drives, which we so much love. Secondly, we definitely have to jump on the defensive glass. They are last in the league in offensive rebounding. If we'll get on the defensive glass, get those defensive rebounds, and get out in transition, that's what we love. Down the floor fast, get those fast break points. And finally, we're much deeper in our roster than they are. So that's a lot of fouls to use. They are terrible at shooting free throw. They're last in the league in free throw percentage. We got fouls to use, but we just have to be careful. Keep Samto on the court. Don't let him get 5. Other guys, 5 may be okay, but not Samto. All 3 games we've lost this year, they've been with Somto with 2 foul outs and an ejection. In other words, not on the court. So we need him. We need the big guy. He's a weapon.
What does he bring? I mean, he's not a massive scorer. He averages right around 10 points a game. That's
what Will put out there to start this game.
They're finally letting the guys come out onto the floor. Our officials tonight, Pat Adams, Courtney Green, and James Breeding. And Georgia will be in black uniforms tonight, jerseys and shorts, white lettering and white numbers. Missouri in their home whites with gold and black lettering and numbers. It'll be Sean Phillips, a 7-footer in the center circle for Missouri. Somto Surreal, 6'11" for Georgia. Pat Adams with the toss, and the tip is controlled by the Tigers, and we are underway here in Columbia, Missouri, with the first touch of the ball game. From our vantage point here above the floor, Georgia will work from left to right. Catchings with a steal on side court. Takes it away from Missouri's one of their bigs, Mark Mitchell. Dogs have the basketball. Missouri never got a look at the basket on their first possession. Wilkinson between the circles on a left-handed dribble. Here comes a 3, and good. Bombs away from NBA range, and Jeremiah Wilkinson with a Scana Energy 3-point. Another steal by the Dogs. Ross to Blue Kane, left to right, running layup, good, and a quick 5-0 lead for the Dogs.
And you saw what Blue had to do there. He had to alter his shot, but it worked. He went high up off the glass because they had the big 7-footer back there underneath. He took it right to him.
Tigers work on the offensive end now.
There's the ball, flies by.
And it gives Georgia a 7-2 lead. Missouri basketball. Robinson off the left wing. Tried to drive on Wilkinson. Backs up, changes direction through the paint. Feeds it up the wing to Jaden Stone. He'll come to Cruz on the near side for a 3, and that's good. Well, he swished it from the left wing. Jacob Cruz, one of their top 3-point shooters. In fact, he's first on the team in percentage. Sub in T.O. Barrett, a 6'4" sophomore guard from Oklahoma City. And he's got some big hair. Barrett reverses over to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it on the floor and drives, kick out into the corner for a 3. It's good by Trent Pierce, 6'10" junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, with his first basket. And the 3 will give Missouri an 8-7 lead. Bounce by the 6'10" Pierce for the Tigers. Here come the Tigers on the attack now. Mitchell through the paint, reverses, and lays it up and in over Somto. Nice reverse pivot by one of the most experienced guys in the league, Mark Mitchell. As we hit 15 minutes to play in the first half. Smurf dribble, high left wing. Somto wants to set a screen for him. Smurf moving back and forth on the dribble. Goes to Bailey. Shot fake and a drive. Up and over the big. And good. He floated in the little teardrop and got the points. Justin Bailey with his first basket of the contest to make it 10-9. Missouri and the Tigers. Stone for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Loose. Dylan James hustles back to collect the bouncing ball for the Dogs. Gives it to Kane, who takes it across. Over to Bailey for a 3. Left corner, good. Justin Bailey with another bucket. He's got 5. Scana Energy 3 by Bailey to give the Dogs a 12-10 lead.
Nice to see Justin getting into a scoring binge here quickly. Chevy Chase.
6'9" with the hair. All right, fadeaway baseline jumper by Jake Wilkins is good for 2 to make it 15-10. Fletch.
Because otherwise, Cannon Catchings was looking at just him and the rim.
Dogs on an 8-0 run. They would hope for more because Missouri hasn't scored in over 5 minutes now. Catchings for 3 for the Dogs. Good, he rips it. Scana Energy 3 just to the right of the circle for Cannon.
They threw it away. Wow. Just a little, we didn't even have hard pressure, but just a little pressure.
Missouri now over almost 6.5 minutes without scoring. Dogs need to stretch this out. Wilkinson stops left of the lane, fade away. 2 good from 13 feet. Jeremiah Wilkinson makes it a 20-10 lead for the Dogs. 8:50 to go first half. Mack with a left-hand dribble up. Stockpile a huge lead. They got as much as a 10-point lead, but no more than that. Smurf's 3 is off the rim. Rebound Mitchell for the Tigers. He goes by Jake Wilkins, the freshman, drives into the paint and floats it up and in. The basket is good, and we fouled it. So Mitchell's going to the line for an and one. And he can tie the game just like that. A sudden 9-point explosion in the fraction of a second after not scoring for over 7 minutes. So brand new ball game here in the first half, 20 apiece. Catchings. Mid-range two, left to the lane. Good as he knocks it down from about 15 feet. Cannon with 6 points tonight.
Kind of stopped the bleeding for us here momentarily. Got us back in the scoring column.
Off the glass, too hard, no good. Rebound Tigers. Missouri into the front court the other way. Cruz for three, left corner. No good. Draws iron. Rebound Catchings. Cannon will take it up himself. Behind the back dribble into the paint. They leave him alone. He knocks down an 8-footer. Good.
Yeah, don't leave him alone. That's, Cannon is the kind of guy you need to keep a close eye on.
From the right corner, he did. He was wide open, just missed it. Missouri has possession. Cruz baseline spin into a double team. Lost the dribble. Picked up off the bounce by Wilkinson. Dogs in transition. Left to right over to Smurf for a three. He didn't miss. The three is good from the left wing. Smurf Millender, his first basket of the ball game. And now Missouri will call a timeout.
Yeah, we've now.
Glass for running 2-point layup. Mitchell now with 9 points to lead Missouri. It's 27-22 Dogs. Kane with a shot fake from behind the line, drives into the paint, going away from the basket, knocks down a floater. Blue Kane with his second bucket of the contest.
They just left him alone right about 6 feet from the bucket. Get a good look at a three here.
Dogs can get the final possession. They throw it into Somto. Phillips challenges the inbounds, knocked the ball away. Now the Dogs turn it over at midcourt. Wilkinson lost it. Missouri runs the floor. Lay-in won't go. Somto with a rebound. 2-1. Ross at the horn. Oh, it rattled out on a running line drive three. Ross almost nailed that at the end of the clock.
I tell you what, they missed a point-blank layup. But that was kind of the way they shot the ball in the first half. So fitting that they ended it with a missed layup.
They ended up 4 out of 8 on layups in the half. Georgia with just 2 out of 8 on layups after one half of play. We're at intermission here in Missouri. Mizzou Arena and Georgia in a oddly low-scoring affair. 29. This is the number one scoring team in the country.
And we
average
96
a game. We got 29 at the half and lead the Missouri Tigers 29-26. All right, halftime report next with Matt Schweikert. He's in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. Again, your halftime score, Dogs 29, Tigers 26 on the Bulldogs Sports Network. All right, here we go. Second half, Missouri to touch the ball first to start the half. Robinson has it, drives to the foul line. Fadeaway 15-footer is off the iron. No good. Rebound Catchings for the Dogs.
Let's see if we can have a little run here in this first 4 minutes.
Well, it'd be nice to start one. Georgia with a 3-point lead. Catchings baseline 2. Back of the rim. Rebound. Cruz falling out of bounds. Saves it into a teammate, Robinson. Here comes Missouri in transition now. Mitchell has it underneath. Ripped away by Somto as he went up. And then the outlet pass is stolen by Stone and laid it up and in.
Well, there was no need for...
So far. Hands it off to Cruz between the circles. Ross switches onto him. They go to Stone. Bounce it into Phillips. Baseline spin move. Jump hook over Somto. Rattled home. Good. Sean Phillips with his first points. 32-30. Georgia by 2. Blue Canes rebound and putback. Rims out. No good. And Missouri with the basketball. Here's Mitchell up the near sideline. They run a lob play to Phillips. He catches it in the air, gets it to go, and he's fouled on the play. A 3-point opportunity for the Tigers, who've tied it now at 32.
Well, we just missed at least two really short, golden opportunities to score on the other end.
Wilkinson has it on the near wing, guarded by T.O. Barrett. Cross court to Catchings. Dribbles it. Double team. Nothing there. Back out to Wilkinson for a three. Good. Scanning energy three straight away from about 23 feet.
We get Jeremiah cranked up with a few of those. We'll put some space between us.
On a pair of foul shots. 13 points for Mark Mitchell. He's their leading scorer this season, averaging 17 a game. He had 13 and 5 in the loss to LSU. Backdoor feed to Ross is blocked by Missouri. Tigers take the ball away and run in transition. Here's Barrett open down the baseline. The lay-in is good and a late foul on the Dogs. Is that on Somto?
Not terrible.
No, they're perfect tonight, 7 for 7. Floater by Catchings going towards the basket, right edge of the lane. Kisses off the window and drops for him. He's got 10 points tonight. And the Dogs back in the lead, 39-38. To come in for the Dogs, 6'9", 250-pounder. From Coconut Creek, Florida, Somto will get a breather. Missouri to inbound from the near corner. Throw it towards the rim. And Pierce goes up and catches it over Abson. Drops it in the bucket and a foul. They just lobbed it up in the paint, and Pierce went up and got it and scored over Justin Abson. They're 8
they
for
were
8
down there
tonight.
right at the bottom of the league in free throw shooting.
Kane for 3. Rattles out, no good. Rebound, Missouri. Tigers with a 2-point lead. Up ahead to Pierce, who jams it home. And now they have their largest lead of the game. And Georgia's called a timeout. 15:53 to go. This will be the under-16 break.
And this is what you didn't want, Scott.
Well, it won't be, excuse me.
You didn't want this crowd getting into it.
Cruz in the corner. James on him along the baseline. We double him with Abson. Up the wing to Mitchell. 8 to shoot. Overhead to Stone. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Jaden Stone didn't score in the first half. He was 0 for 5. He's got 5 points now in the game. First 3 of the contest. 6-39 now. The Dogs hit a little bit of a scoring drought. 3 by Pierce in the left corner. Skims the rim. No good. Ouch. Bodies crash on the rebound. Dogs come away with it. Kane to Wilkinson for 3. That's good. He ripped it. Left of the circle. Jeremiah Wilkinson with his third 3 of the game. He's got 14 tonight. And the Dogs quiet the storm a little bit. It's 46-42. 7 clock moving here in the second half. Tigers by 4. Mitchell works down the lane against Abson. Spins down the paint, 4 feet from the bucket. Puts it off the backboard and knocks it home. Good. Georgia attacks quickly with Kane through the paint. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Abson, and the putback is up and in. Justin Abson with his first bucket of the contest.
Well, he picked a great time for it, too. We needed that.
48-44. Barrett almost lost the ball in backcourt. Drops it off to Stone on the wing. Quick feed to Mitchell between the circles. Catching's defending. Mitchell distributes to Robinson to the right. He misses the 3 off the front of the rim. They get an offensive rebound. Give it to Phillips. And he dunks over Somto. We were late to defend him. He hesitated. He got the ball at the foul line. We weren't going to guard him, so he just took it right in and dunked it. 2-point lead for the Tigers, 50-48. Alley-oop lob, and Somto answers with a lob to the rim and a hard flush.
He did. That was left the basket shaking.
50 apiece. Back-to-back dunks by the opposing big men. Now Robinson on the left baseline. He's trapped in the corner. Up the wing to Stone. Fakes the 2. Over to Mitchell. Wide open 3. Good.
Well,
we had nobody on it.
Yeah, we're giving them way too many chances, Scott. They are dead last in the league. Dead last in offensive rebounding. And they're all over the offensive glass right now.
Timeline. And attacks the basket underneath. Double team. Nothing there. Mitchell has it out on the wing. Almost traveled as he tries to dribble his way close to the basket. His layup's no good. Cruz gets the tap in, however.
Yep.
We're not getting them off the glass. You're right.
Are.
Dogs attack with Wilkinson. Try to reverse lay in. Dogs trying to get it under control offensively. We're down 5.
Well, at least we gave them only one chance.
Smurf, deep 3. Good. Big shot, Smurf Millender from the left wing. His second 3 of the game. He's got 8 tonight. For 3, left wing, line drive, won't go. Kane one-hands the rebound to himself. Stone tries to defend in the backcourt, swatted away from Blue, but Kane gets it over the timeline. Still dribbling. Blue down the lane line. Pump fake, shoot, score. Short jumper from about 4 feet right off the square.
Well,
Blue K now with 8.
Blue's struggling from long range, but he's tough at 4 feet, isn't he?
63-61. He's given the Dogs the lead on that shot. He was surrounded, but he created some space. Pierce drives from the left corner from Missouri. Went in for the dunk, missed it. Got the offensive rebound and lost the handle. Dogs pick it up. Long pass down the floor to Catchings and a dunk on the run. Cannon Catchings with a running two-handed dunk for a dozen points. Dogs by 5, and Missouri stops the clock with a timeout. 4:33 to go in the game.
Oh, my goodness, Scott. Here we go again.
Are you not entertained? It's the second free throw off the front of the rim, rebounded by Jacob Cruz from Missouri. That's only his second miss tonight. 68-65 Dogs. Tigers with the ball. Barrett dribbles behind the screen from Big Phillips, who's on the floor with 4 fouls. Barrett still dribbling, left wing. Kane picks him up. Drives into the paint, pump fake on the block. Somto backed away, didn't want to foul, and he lays it up and in. Barrett now with 9. 1 point lead for the Dogs, 68-67. 2 minutes to go in the game. Somto's got it, foul line extended right. Looking for somebody to give the ball to. He's not being guarded. Still holding. Now cross court to Smurf. Open for a 3. Good! Smurf,
little guy.
He rips it from the left wing.
Little guy got a big rebound a while ago, and now he buries the 3.
15 for Smurf in the game. 71-67 Dogs. Georgia by 4. Tigers have the ball. Barrett with a left-hand dribble on the left side of the floor. Wilkinson guards, extends the right arm.
Yeah, we got 90 seconds.
10 to shoot for the Tigers. Barrett behind the screen from Phillips, who rolls to the basket. High pass to Stone in the corner. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Stone on the baseline. The turnaround at the horn, he beat the clock. Got a long 2 to float up and in. 71-69. Stone with 13 points, all in the second half. Dogs lead by 2 with 61 seconds to play.
Got to find a way, Scott.
Wilkinson's got the ball. DeSanto head of the key. Right back to Jay Wilk. Mike White says timeout. 16, make it 15 on the possession clock. 56 seconds to go in the game. And Mike's going to use a timeout right here.
Well, I got to tell you, at half, I wondered if we'd get into the 70s. We're at 71, so there's at least that. Now we got that 2-point lead. We've got 16 seconds here. If we could figure out a way to get 15, 15 on the shot clock. If we can figure out a way to get that ball in the basket and have a 4-point lead, or even hit a 3 and have a 5-point lead, oh my goodness.
Dogs using a 30-second timeout with 56.4 seconds to play here in Mizzou Arena. Tigers 11-0 on their home floor. They're 2-0 in SEC games. They've beaten Florida and Auburn here on their home court in conference play this year. Their other win in the SEC came at Rupp. They beat Kentucky there and won at Rupp for the first time in school history. They lost at LSU on Saturday. Their other loss in the conference was at Ole Miss. Georgia trying to swipe one on the road here. We've got the ball and a 2-point lead. We inbound to Smurf. Clock begins to tick. To Somto, head of the key. Paul almost stolen by Missouri. Wilkinson retrieves it, slides on the floor, loses it again. Somto saves it. Catchings 3 at the horn. Off the rim, no good. Amazing that we even got a shot off there. Wow. Missouri has possession. They call a time with 34.4 to go. They're down 2. They've got the ball and a little more than a half a minute to play. And a timeout, Dennis Gates and the Tigers. Well, Barrett tipped that ball on the handoff from Somto to Wilkinson, and that started the whole avalanche.
Yeah, at that point, we were just scrambling to try to get something up in the air and near the rim.
Wilkinson slipped as he tried to drive and dribble on the left side of the floor. He slipped, kept the dribble alive, sent the ball into the paint to Somto. He couldn't handle it, almost lost it out of bounds over the baseline.
He made a great play to get it back in.
He got it back to Cannon, and Catchings forced up a 3 at the end of the shot clock that bounced off the rim, and Missouri rebounded it. And that's where we are. They'll have the ball when time comes back in. Down 2, 71-69.
This is, you know, you just kind of had that feeling at the way the game went into the half that this could be another one of those finishes that unfortunately we've seen too frequently here in the early part of this SEC schedule.
Don't we get that feeling every time we go into the conference?
Yeah.
Every game is like this.
It really is. And, you know, tip of the hat to the SEC. It's watched the best basketball conference in the country. And it's, you know, entertaining to watch. It just is.
Let's hope we can stay away from the video review here at the end of the game. Let's just finish it. 71-69. Georgia by 2, 34.4 to go. Missouri will inbound. Front court on the far side, just to the left of their bench. Jacob Cruz to throw it in. And he'll throw it in unguarded for the most part to Mitchell between the circles. Clock ticks. Mitchell just holding it. Now hands it off to Barrett. Smurf's guarding him. Barrett dribbles high left wing. Barrett around a screen from Mitchell. They go to Cruz off the screen. The curl, he hits the three to put Missouri in front. 72-71. Tigers lead by 1. Dogs ball, 16 to play. Smurf on the attack. Pump fake, pivots into the paint. Nowhere to go with it. Timeout, Georgia. Dogs call time with 9.7 to go. Cruz's three has put Missouri in front by 1.
Well, we're going to get one last chance. We gave up that three. He had a great look, straight on, no defender on him, and he buried it.
Cruz, their top three-point shooter at 47% coming into the game. 3 for 7 on those shots tonight. And that was a big one there, obviously, to put the Tigers in the lead. 72-71. Georgia with one final possession, hanging on with 9.7 seconds left. Mike White calls a time. Georgia won for its last 7 from the field. And we'll see if we can end that trend on a high note and go out with a victory. Dogs shooting 36% tonight. That's well below their average. We're 9th in the league in field goal percentage. A little bit less than that in SEC games only, but nowhere near our season percentage tonight. Missouri has kept us down. We've missed a lot of good looks, as have they. They're at 40% for the game. Dogs turn this timeout into a full timeout.
Well, you got almost 10 seconds here to get a shot.
Yeah, plenty of time. You don't have to rush. You can run your play, whatever they've drawn up. And now Mike White is out on the floor near the lane to go over last-second instructions after the team broke away from the huddle. So Smurf will inbound it left of the basket on the baseline. Dogs with Blue Cane, Wilkinson, Somto, and Catchings on the floor. Mitchell to guard. We throw it right into Wilkinson, and the layup on the out-of-bounds play is no good off the rim. Oh, did they award Missouri a timeout, so no play? They awarded Missouri a timeout right as we were inbounding the ball.
Well, then they got to put a tenth of a second back on the clock.
And that's what one of our assistants, Charles Mann, is telling the official about that. So you know what that means. A video review.
Well, it was 9.7.
Yeah.
If you gave him he can't call timeout in the middle of a play.
No. And they put 9.7 back on the clock. So we'll get our 10th back. Dennis Gates used a late timeout. I mean, really late. We were throwing the ball in right when it was right off his fingertips. He was getting the timeout from the officials. 9.7 on the clock.
I think if Gates had it to do over again, I think he wishes he hadn't called the timeout because we missed the shot underneath.
Yep.
And the ball was bouncing away toward them.
And we were getting the shot early. We weren't taking it down to the last second. Jeremiah was putting it up with 9 seconds left. All right, we'll try it again. Same spot on the floor. Smurf to throw it in. Lobs it into Somto. Near side, hands it off to Smurf. Clock at 7. Smurf attacks up and in, and a foul. He scooped it up from the right side against Mitchell. No, against Phillips. The ball bounced on the rim and fell. Phillips called for the foul. That's his 5th. He's fouled out. And Smurf Millender on the line with 5.5 seconds to go. Smurf going to the free throw line. What a play by the little guy. 17 in the game for Smurf. He's our leading scorer. And a free throw to come, but Phillips is fouled out.
And they're going to take their time, aren't they?
They've substituted. Pierce is back in. Smurf at the line for a three-point play to put the Dogs up 2. Free throw good. 18 for Smurf. 5.5 to go. Neither team has a timeout remaining. It's a 2-point game. Dogs in front. Blue Cane comes out. Ross is in. Ross, Smurf, Catchings, Somto, and Wilkinson are 5. It's odd that Kane would come out with his defensive ability. But here we go. Stone to throw it in. Unguarded. Will double Barrett in the backcourt.
Well, we want them to take as much time in the backcourt as possible.
Feed it into Barrett. Clock at 3. Clock at 2. Clock at 1. Cruz. Desperation 3. Front of the rim. No good. Dogs win it.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And now look at this.
Now Cruz wanting to mix it up with some of the Georgia players. He's having to be held back.
Yeah, that's not a good idea and not a good look. Like they're getting, they're pushing the Missouri players away.
Now Catching's being taken back by Somto, but they're kind of laughing. Now Somto's just pushing Cannon Catchings up into the tunnel. They're gone. Georgia's just leaving the floor. No handshake line.
Yeah, and the Dogs are 4-2 now. 4-2 in the SEC. They beat Missouri here, Missouri. Its first loss of the season, of the entire season, really, for them. But here at Mizzou Arena, and now for Georgia, it's on to Austin, Texas, on Saturday to take on the Texas Longhorns. But we needed to steal another one on the road. Our last road trip, we were able to get one in South Carolina, so it was great to be able to come in here and get this one. This is a big win for Georgia, as you mentioned, and had me explain extensively in the pregame. This was a quad 1 win, and so that's a big win for the Dogs. And it's a big win for a lot of people with the fact that it came out 2 points, Georgia on top. Isn't that right, Adam? Yes, Adam gives me the thumbs up.
74-72 the final. Georgia now 16-3 for the 21st ranked Bulldogs. 4-2 in the Southeastern Conference, and they get a key road victory here. Missouri now 13-6 with the loss, and 3-3 in the SEC. And as we told you all along tonight, their first home loss of the season here at Mizzou Arena. Stay tuned now for the Regions Locker Room Report. Put an extra Go Dogs in your wallet with the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Dogs a winner by 2. Stay tuned for our post game. That's next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to win the SEC tournament.